Okay, it's recording.
Okay. I don't know how to start it.
However you want.
Oh. Do they even know who I am?
They know you're Felicia.
Should I introduce myself?
Yeah.
How?
Fefe.
Better known as Fefe.
Do you know your name?
I don't know what you call me.
Usually Felicia.
Okay. Cut. Hey Gadgeteers! It's Felicia, probably better known as Fefe. Just wanted to show you guys around our sterile room and see what we see every day. So, here we have some chuck pads, or we like to fondly call them puppy pads. This is just in case anything leaks or drips while we're cleaning the site for his driveline. This is his shower bag. I'm sure he'll take it apart and show you everything inside it. But this is basically a waterproof bag so that when he is able to shower again, he'll be able to take it and shower with him. Speaking of showers, you'll see we have a multitude of baby wipes. Very important when you cannot shower to be able to clean everything you need to. And we have more things down there, but I'll get to that. Gloves, very important because every time we do a driveline dressing change, we have to bleach the table, and hands do not like bleach. We have paper towel and bleach cleaner. Like I said, every time we do a driveline change, we have to bleach the table. We have disinfectant wipes in here, just in case anything gets anywhere. Sometimes scabs get crusty, fall, just keeping everything clean. We have saline wound wash. He had a lot of stitches that needed to be cleaned. Exit tubes, drain tubes, all that needs to stay clean. So the easiest way to keep it clean is with saline. And rinse-free perineal cleanser. This is our go-to for showering, bathing, all of that, to keep it all nice and clean. Again, with gloves, every time you do a dressing change, there's always extras of pretty much everything in the dressing kit. So there's 4 pairs of gloves in there. We only use 2, so I put the extras in here just because it's better to save it than throw it away, right? In here we have Foley anchors. He does not have a Foley catheter. These are used to hook the drive line in place so that nothing can pull or tug on it. And to keep it from coming off, we have skin protectant. It's basically just like a protectant, that's all. It's got alcohol in it and it does not smell very good. But it works. It keeps everything hooked on, and when you're pulling it off, it protects all the skin underneath so you're not turning red or anything like that. It keeps it from being uncomfortable. These are the driveline kits. So as you can see, there's 2 face masks, 4 pairs of gloves, a bouffant, isolation gown, which sounds really scary, but it just means nothing on me is getting into the sterile site. So down here we have hand sanitizer, very important. Always make sure your hands are clean before entering the area. Of course, Mark's favorite product in the world, Neosporin. It really is his favorite product. We have sterile pads back here. Again, that's mostly just for the stitches areas and the drain tubes. Got tape. We have a sharps container, very important. He's on a blood thinner, but if anything goes wrong, we have Lovenox shots over here. Not very fun to give shots. I'm not very fond of it. And just in case, we have a sharps container to get rid of those the proper way. Very important. Can't have needles lying around. And we have alcohol prep pads just to keep everything clean. He also uses these to clean his equipment once every week on Maintenance Monday. So those are very important. We have a cleaning basket, which has, again, perineal cleanser, rinse-free shampoo, boogie wipes for when his nose dries out. He's gonna hate me for putting that in there, but I don't care. A&D ointment, just in case anything's rubbing or chafing. This is my favorite basket. We've got his pulse oximeter. You'll recognize this lately, a thermometer. Gets done twice a day. And so does his blood pressure. We take it a different way. We've got a blood pressure cuff and a Doppler. He likes to be complicated with his technology. So that's how we do his blood pressure. We've got all the manuals for everything you could possibly want to know. And as this was kind of a surprise operation, we were planning on doing it at the end of April, but instead it was April 1st. So we were not ready and we didn't know what was coming home. So of course we've got commode liners because we weren't really sure how he was going to be leaving. And of course we've got all his equipment over here. We've got the commode, and we only used it like a couple weeks, just sitting it over the toilet so that he didn't have to get up as far, because he had trouble. He couldn't use his hands for the first month. No pressure on the hands, no pushing, pulling, more than 10 pounds kind of restrictions. So I was getting him up. It's a lot easier to get people up when they're right here rather than down low. So that was more for my back. Walker. In here we have extra driveline kits. There's one every day, so we have to have a lot of those. And then extra pulley anchors, just in case. They just sent us a big pack of these. And here we have his vests. This is the one he got from the hospital. It's a very basic vest. I'm sure he's already told you that. These are where the batteries go, and then the controller hooks onto here in a little pouch. But again, it's very basic, and it's not very helpful to have the batteries hanging and swinging on the sides. So we used our camping tack vests, which are very cool. You probably put a video up with these. So his batteries went in the little side pouches right here. Well, there's one on each side, and then his controller fit in here perfectly, which was really good. And because it's a tack vest, you can add on whatever you're looking for. He's probably going to correct me and say Molly vest, but I call it a tack vest. So again, we have, now he usually uses his cane, but he was using at one point the walker. This one does have wheels on it, only on the front. For places that we go, he has a double rolling walker with brakes and a seat that he can sit in. We always leave that in the car because I can't carry that thing too many times. It's bigger than me. Okay, so this is his MERS bag, his medical emergency response satchel. This goes everywhere with us. Even if we go out for a walk, it's important to have it on you just in case, because you never know what's going to happen. Always best to be prepared. It's got the emergency line. And inside, we've got his backup controller, extra batteries, patient information and med list, very important. Emergency contact. My name and number's on there. Especially with coronavirus, I am the emergency contact. All right, we've got his keys in there in case he wants to drive anywhere. Just kidding, he can't drive again yet. He'd like to. Soon enough. I've got my keys in here. Very important to keep, and this was actually a tip from one of his mentors, was to keep your car keys inside the bag. That way you never leave home without the bag. So he is on blood thinners. So of course we've got gauze pads that have stop bleed on them, and medical tape just in case. You never know what's going to happen. And then for boo-boos, we have Band-Aids. I couldn't think of the word. And aspirin. Always important to carry a little extra aspirin on you. And then, of course, put this back over here. We have the hospital bed. It just looks like a hospital bed. It's not really. Actually, since it was so fast, I had to pick up the mattress from his favorite place in the world, Best Buy. Yes, we got this mattress at Best Buy because of all the outbreak it was the only place open that had an available mattress. So we got that. And the bed frame, this is just a mattress pad. It's just waterproof, just in case when I'm doing any other dressing changes, in case anything leaks, I can just take this off the bed, wash it, put it back on. And of course he doesn't like laying flat, so he's got a body pillow instead of a regular pillow. Just props him up more so that he's sitting up farther. For the first week before we got this mattress and bed frame, we were doing it in a rolling chair, and that was quite complicated to get to the site and have it clean and stay where I could get to it without having an arm. It's complicated. I really like the fact that we have this bed. It works very good. Of course, we have the table. Everything gets cleaned on here. One of the most important things is after you take off the dirty dressing, you just put it immediately into the garbage. Don't let it touch anything on the sterile table. Once it's bleached, you don't put anything on it except for the dressing kit. That's the most important. So, I think we've went over pretty much everything. If you have any questions, just let us know down there. Thank you for watching Fast Gadgets. Have a good day.
This video was made possible with support from viewers like you. If you find this video useful, consider becoming a patron for as little as $1 a month at patreon.com/fastgadgets.